Welcome to Awabe. The fossils are comprised of several small pieces of hip bone, called an ilium, from chinle frogs, a distant long-extinct branch of, but not a direct ancestor of, modern frogs. The fragments are packed into rock and are smaller than a pinky nail. They represent the first known and earliest equatorial remains of a Salientian, the group containing living frogs, and their most closely related fossil relatives. This new find highlights just how much there is still to learn about the late Triassic ecosystem. Coming from multiple individuals, the hip bones are long and hollow, with a hip socket offset rather than centered. The bones of the frogs show how tiny they were, just a bit over half an inch long. The chinle frog could fit on the end of your finger. Even though the fossils are part of the chinle frog family, they are not yet naming the specific fossils. The chinle frog shares more features with living frogs and Procelerus, an early Jurassic frog found in sediments from the present-day Navajo Nation, than Triadabatrachus, an early Triassic frog found in modern-day Madagascar in Africa. These are the oldest frogs from near the equator. The oldest frogs overall are roughly 250 million years old from Madagascar and Poland, but those specimens are from higher latitudes and not equatorial. Tiny frogs were present approximately 215 million years ago from North America. People may be able to find other members of the modern vertebrate communities in the Triassic period. The discovery also marks the first time that frog fossils have been found directly with phytosaurs, and other early dinosaurs. The Virginia Tech team, using fossils found in the field and dousing additional rock samples repeatedly in water buckets. Further study of the fossils was completed by CT scans. 1. What is the ilium? A. The fossils of Chile frogs. B. The fossils of hip bone from chinle frogs. C. The long-extinct frogs. D. The ancestor of frogs. 2. What is the size of these fossils? A. Long-extinct. B. Equal to the hip bone. C. Bigger than rock. D. Smaller than the nail. 3. What is the feature of hip bones of these frogs? A. They are hollow. B. They are short. C. They are centered. D. They are multiple. 4. What do the chinle frog bones prove? A. The chinle frog is extremely small. B. The chinle frog is very big. C. The chinle frog is so long. D. The chinle frog has finger. 5. Where was Procelerus found? A. In Africa. B. In Triadabatrachus. C. In Navajo Nation. D. In chinle. 6. What is Triadabatrachus? A. The early Jurassic frog. B. The early Triassic frog. C. The Madagascar frog. D. The Procelerus frog. 7. Where did the oldest frogs live? A. 250 million years ago. B. 215 million years ago. C. In Madagascar. D. In North America. 8. What were frog fossils discovered with? A. Virginia. B. The additional rock samples. C. Water buckets. D. Phytosaurs. 9. What was the advanced study of the fossils finished by? A. The other early frogs. B. The water buckets. C. CT scans. D. None of above.